This week, GCHQ revealed their future plans, and it's primarily going to be a future with artificial intelligence. The director of GCHQ, Mr. Fleming here, he wrote a long report, and in the description of the video you can find a link to the report. You can download it yourself. The focus will be on creating artificial intelligence that will help against online child abuse, drugs trafficking of women. It will help ethical spying. I have my questions about that one. And of course it will help with national security and cyber dangers. And for the people that do not know, GCHQ is the government communications headquarters that is responsible for all signal intelligence. The cyber threat, they will use the artificial intelligence to help against cyber attacks. If you monitor everything that comes in and patterns, then you could possibly catch new future threats. Maybe people can remember the Nigerian prince emails. Well, if you catch the first one, you can stop the next 100,000 of them, because there is no Nigerian prince that is going to give you a lot of money. This is pretty much the same idea. However, this is for more virus and malware kind of material. Trafficking women and child abuse, IE will provide them with tools and techniques that can identify potential grooming behavior within messages and chat rooms, and also highlight the exchange of illegal images. And this is important. When you are looking for child predators, they will exchange images. And if you can recognize these images, then you can stop them and you can track these people and find out who they are. Just to put it in perspective, every month 500 individuals in the UK are arrested for child abuse, and it is estimated that in the UK are 300,000 people who currently are a sexual threat to children. With regards to trafficking, what they will do is map international networks. People might be promised to become a model when they are in somewhere in East Europe or in Africa, or maybe get a job as a cleaner, but by the time they come in the UK, they'll be forced into prostitution. But the people behind this do this for money. So if you can follow the money, you can find out who's doing it, and then you can stop these kind of things. The IA tools can also be trained to analyze and intercept images and messages and any other form of internet content. Again, this is important. Let's show you. Here are two objects. The one is a pair of underwear. Interpol asked people to identify these objects, and the other one is a part of a newspaper. Now, when people share child pornography, there are often things in the background, and if you can identify the things in the background, then you actually might be able to pinpoint the place where the pictures come from, or at least the general area. Artificial intelligence could of course help quite a lot with that. Why is GCHQ doing this? Well, they have a bit of a problem. They have access to X keystroke, and if people do not know what X keystroke is, I'm more than happy to make a video about it. Leave a comment and tell me that you would like that, and I will do that. But basically, GCHQ has access to any phone number, any email, any message that you send. The problem is that if you have 80 million people in a country, you have a lot of data, and you have billions of messages, phone calls, emails. You need to find out, okay, which of these messages is actually interesting. And that's a problem. Let's say somebody wants to or transfer some prostitutes from somewhere in Africa. They will not call and say, hey, your prostitutes will arrive on Monday, please transfer the money. What they will do is they will have a hidden message. They will say, you'll be happy next Monday. I hope you will send me the music you talked about. Human beings can spot these messages. If you have a trained analyst, they'll be able to realize, okay, this is a bit of a weird message. It's a very short conversation because it's only one message saying, they're coming, give me the money. You might have to listen to 100,000 messages to find this one particular message. Now, artificial intelligence will pick up this message without any problems, because it will look who is calling who, what is the network, what are they involved in, how do they get their money, what kind of lifestyle do they have, what other activities are they involved in. They will read, look and delete. If the message comes from this group, let's say this is a picture, it's a picture of a lake by Berlin, it's sent by any of these people in this group to the person in the middle, then that is fine, because none of these people are in any way involved in any suspected activity. However, if the message would be sent by the group in the top, the IE would keep that message and say, okay, have a look at this, because we don't really know, or I don't really know, why this message was sent. Now, a little bit more about the UK, because it is, after all, a UK report. There are over 4,772 serious organized crime groups in the UK, and they are using more and more sophisticated technology. That means they have encrypted phones, they use encrypted messages, they use bitcoins or other crypto to transfer money. So therefore it is smart to keep an eye on these kind of activities. Now, I already explained that too much data is useless, but if you analyze patterns and you analyze the voice and the background of people, you can take a lot of them away, because they're not a suspect. So therefore you remove them, therefore it's easier to find this one person here that is doing something wrong and all the others are fine. Another thing which you can read in the report, and definitely you can download it, read it, it's interesting, is how you can use the tools against fake news. If you have 4 people in the UK that say, you grow horns if you get the corona vaccine, then that's not a problem. You just keep an eye on them, nobody follows them. But if you have massive state-sponsored enemies spreading misinformation or trying to influence elections, then it would be really nice to have a computer that intercept these messages pretty much before they are posted. This is part of safeguarding the future. What they will do is look and see, are these trusted sources or disinformation? And if it's disinformation, then you can detect and block it. And they also will be able to see where the message is coming from. Is it one specific source somewhere in Russia sending these messages all the time? Or is it in a small place in Moldavia because they earn money by creating fake news? Then you can stop these kind of things. Almost last but not least, I can spot radicalization. When people get radicalized, usually there is a very simple pattern. They question the existing social and world order. They are looking, they are trying to find themselves, and then they move towards a more extreme religious or political worldview. And their world becomes very simple, for black or white. This is good, this is bad. And then their new identity will be shaped according with this worldview. Let's say somebody decides that killing animals is wrong. They might just agree with that. But they could also become an extreme vegan if that person starts expressing personal responsibility for wanting to change the existing order, prohibit everybody else from eating meat. Then we have a process of radicalization. But it's the last part, the willingness to use violence to achieve this goal, that is a problem. So if this person is willing to kill all the butchers in the country because they are selling meat, then you have a radicalization. But you can spot this. Computers can spot this. Psychologists can spot this. You just need to find these people. Artificial intelligence isn't that smart. It is very heavily influenced by what you show it, what you teach it. So if we would look at the last 50 years of terror attacks in the UK, then it would be able to make a profile. But this profile would not necessarily be correct, and I'll show you why. This would be our potential terrorist. It would be an Irish Muslim that dislikes Israel and loves football. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or you would like more information about specific parts of it, then please leave a comment. If you like these kind of videos, please subscribe and